And we back, baby. I told you we would. So we back for the final 2 minutes of cruise. We'll be approaching top of the descent here real quick. Just wanted to come back, join you good people. We'll show off the landing, no editing at all. It'll be what it is. Hope all's been well, wonderful people. I truly do. You guys know how we feel about it, why we do it, right? It's bigger than flight sim. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, Mac MP. Thanks for the sub, buddy. Let's get it. In the Chiefs' voice. Alright, as soon as we make this right turn, it's time to go on down. We'll be looking at 2,000 clean. We'll plug that in right now. There's no arrival into Myrtle Beach. And so we'll try and be on our P's and Q's on the approach here. Well, the arrival, rather. And once again, as always, welcome on board. It's non-stop service, Southwest 22, inbound to Myrtle Beach. We got a right turn coming up real soon. And just thought I'd come on and talk to you guys, girls, for a minute before we get set to get our game mode on for the landing. Sorry that our voice is still sounding a bit off. We're cleaning that up. And appreciate each and every last one of you. Truly. So without further ado, y'all, we're gonna get into it. Here comes the right turn, and the aircraft will start its natural descent VNAV profile on down 2,000 as we approach the runway. We will take a manual heading on the MCP, and we will opt for that. We'll get you the landing camera. We can't negate you that. Oh, I miss being live. Don't you guys worry. We got a lot of stuff planned here real soon coming up on the channel. Don't forget the giveaways that we got in store for each of you fantastic folks. And good luck. We've got quite a bit of them. And don't be upset if this next round, if you aren't a winner, we'll be coming on with many surprises. Good people, you guys helped us reach over 500 subscribers, and we're gonna keep pushing. And thank you for the momentum. It's truly our pleasure. There's the right turn on the aircraft. If you're looking for a channel where you can learn better landing techniques, all that good stuff, quite see the ways how we take it serious and how we do in life, where it counts. And you want to check us out, you want to be here when we fly, you want to see it, ask all the necessary questions, check us out in the Discord, check all our buddies out that's either real world pilots, got pilot certifications. It is huge in the community, you all, huge. And by joining this channel, of course, you are coming to seeing these folks because they always around. So big up, much respect to them, much respect to yourself. And as we always say, if you got a young person or a more seasoned person that could use this sort of momentum and this sort of mentality as we use aviation and flight to get our points across. Nonetheless, it's all synonymous. So then share the channel, share the stream, share the videos. It is appreciated. We always recognize who's working, right? We always recognize who's working because we're working. And so we always recognize who's working on Chief and the channel and the crew's behalf. Once again, we won't talk much. Welcome on board. We love you. And we hope you got a lot of love for yourself too. And that's where we will digress. All right, we're coming under transition altitude. We already have everything plugged in that we need there. Half the battle, right? So we talk about landing, and we're back here. So half the battle is planning for the arrival well before and keeping the aircraft well ahead of, what you should be pushing. Basically, staying ahead of it means doing what you need to do well before you need to do it. And it gives you an opportunity to just check and make sure that everything is well throughout the flight, other than to stay responsive and to keep jumping back and forth down here to put the ILS frequency in, back up here, through the different charts to get the information you need, right? And then back through setting it all up. So we've already got everything plugged in. We'll go ahead and brief for the arrival right now. So we'll look at ILS for runway 18. Conditions are dry. Looks like 260 at 4. Temperature is about 25 Celsius and 3010 for the altimeter in inches here in the U.S. So everything else is pretty much set. We'll get our landing speeds in 140, so 145. 129.5, that's changed. And we'll go 125, 129 clean. Looks good. We've already told them in the back what's going on. Sweet. So we got 9,000 feet to work with. Well, should be all right on the flap 3. We'll just go ahead and get her down. Coming through some light chop. Getting closer here, so we'll go ahead and minimize our map. Some light chop, nothing to be worried about. Doing videos is another great way to get yourself prepared for live streaming. Live streaming is one of those things where it's just so different than, creating videos and editing and doing all of that, because it puts more pressure on the content creator, right? I mean, you are right there with your audience, and they're able to, assess themselves how well or poorly you do what you do. And so we really like that. I've grown to be very accustomed to that pressure you guys will see, and you see why. When you can stay ahead of the aircraft, it allows you to focus on the things that you need to focus on, and not be derailed in thought by many of the other things that could be going on in a virtual cockpit. So once again, welcome to the stream, good people. X-Plane 11 Zebo Mod will be bringing that baby on down. So the closer we get, you see we're not on the star approach here. It's pretty tough for the aircraft to make this acute sort of turn into the runway, right? Less than 90 degrees. And so, areas like that is where I guess math is important. That for this 737, it's tough for us to make this sort of turn. So the closer we get, we'll actually fly a vector, which would pretty much be parallel to the runway in the opposite direction, which will give us a good opportunity to turn base, and then it'll give us a better opportunity before we make the turn to final. You always want to check and make sure, right, when you're offline that, you know, because if ATC is online, they'll vector you and they'll make sure that you're in the clear, so to speak, from any terrain, any mountains, anything like that, any other aircraft, you know, buildings that, you know, certain things in that area. That's why ATC is more familiar with those things in those areas. So without being online, then you just want to make sure that you're as close to the airport as possible, and checking your altitude to just ensure, right? If you have a visual, then you're sort of looking out the window. If you're in IMC conditions, then you'll be using your instruments, right, to check terrain levels, clicking it here, and just making sure that you are in the clear. Same thing kind of goes with weather, which is a complete different conversation, right? I mean, that could be a flight in and of itself, talking about weather online and what to do in those strong storm cells and things like that. And the short answer is you never fly through them, right? I think everybody, let me know in the comments below if you've ever tried to fly through a storm cell online and how that worked out for you. My answer would be that it totally wrecked us. It crashed us out. Maybe it happened by surprise, maybe it didn't. But if I didn't do something to stop it or fly around it or something like that, then we were always doomed. A major turbulence to the fact where sometimes the aircraft just couldn't take it. And so it's happened quite a few times in my learning days. But nonetheless, welcome to the channel. We'll do our best as always. We'll talk about exactly how we're doing it just to help you understand, and you'll see for yourself here in a second as we get the good camera pulled up. But it's always our pleasure. Hope you enjoy. Here we go. You can see more clearly what we just were describing here. So 55 minutes in the air so far. Let them know in the back. We're about to touch down. Be attentive to those flight attendants moving up and down the aisle. We'll check speed. We'll start the flat process. Bring the speed back. right, here we go. Speed brakes up. XD 190. All right, here we go. Wish us luck. Double ding them. Temperature checks out. No any ice needed. 2 on the flaps. Arm the auto brake. Five, 10 on the flaps. All right, we should be turning. There we go. All right, we're looking for controllability here. The entire descent, I mean, it's an ILS approach, so very familiar with that, right? So when we disconnect the autopilot and the auto throttle, flight directors both will just want to ensure that we have control through the descent. We'll maintain checking our localizer and all of our instruments. So other than that, when we get visual, we'll be aimed at the actual runway, and we'll be prepared to choose that spot and sit her down on the runway. Always within our standards usually. So, you know, we're aiming for the blocks, and obviously not trying to sit her so far off of those blocks. We'll maintain that center line on it on the approach. It's calling for us to be below 2,000, so we'll level change it at 180. It's looking good. Here we go, friends. I hope you enjoy the arrival. All right, speed brakes armed. Speed brake is armed. Landing lights are on. Notified them in the back. Recalls checked. Hour 10 minutes. Hour 14. Wait. No, that's 1 hour, 1 minute in the air so far. All right, cool. We'll go Luke. We'll get the approach. Still haven't made out quite. I guess the runway isn't too far off. We see it right there. Cool. So the 3-6 approach would have brought us over the ocean there, which is pretty cool. All right, we are getting set to dance, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the exciting part. Let's get it. Just more of a mentality. It's how we attack it in life, right? It's, you know, some days we don't want to get out our bed. Some days, you know, we just bombard it with, you know, life. Or rather work, family, all those things. Let's get it as a mentality. You know, can't run from it when that won't save you. So let's get it. Here's the runway straight ahead. We do have a visual. Once again, this is vertical scenery. We're getting knocked around a little bit here. There's a little bit of, looks like, displacedness. So we'll need to keep that in mind as well. I don't know why we're getting rocked such around for just a 6-knot wind from the right side. So we'll need to stay mindful of that and keep it going on down to the right. So we got approach mode set. We are set for landing. Checklist complete. Feet going on the rudders. There's the glide slope. Drop the gear. One more flap. Bring her down. I think we said 145. Check.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
All right, let's do it.
Approaching 18.
Flight slow.
We're on it. We're on it.
Flight slow. 500. Flight slow. Flight slow.
Control. Give us a little power here. Trim her out right for the touch. Get that nose back down. So we'll make a long landing there. Get her back over. Take some of that power out.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Hold it. And we 9-second float. You know you did something right. Hard down. Very good flare. We'll take it. Speed brakes. We heard Versers are go through the decel.
80 knots.
80 knots. We'll put them up. And we're turning off. Controllability. We talked about it. There you have it. Get that auto brake off, ladies and gentlemen, when you bring her on in. Get that auto brake off. All right, all right. That was such a flight. Such a flight. Hour 6 minutes. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Well, I mean, we can say a thing or two about how we fly, right? You know, our abilities to grease it out. It just comes with practice. It comes with years of flying, years of being online, years of dealing with the pressure, years of figuring out the ways to do it, right? So, flaps will come on up there. We'll start the APU. Appreciate y'all for clicking into it, man. Let us know in the comments. We asked quite a few questions there, so if you guys are ever so inclined, let us know. We'll be checking it out as we always do. Since we are not online, we'll go ahead and get her to the gate. Why not? We'll get her to a gate. And we'll take a look at one or two of those replays. Wowzers, right? And our Inspector Gadget voice, man. You know, shouts out to the crew. You know, because we've transitioned from just doing it to really helping youngsters out that really may want to use this as a platform to really go do it in life, right? So don't practice bad habits, right? Do it the right way. And we hope that, you know, part of what we do and how we illustrate it is indeed, quote unquote, you know, the right way for you, with the right energy, rather. So, I don't know what he's talking about, but there we go. Nice working. All right, buddy. right there is where he has his feet coming off. Whew. We made it, ladies and gentlemen. Of course we would. Let's get into the replay, man.
$2,500. 500.
Controllability. So, you guys, if you remember, I mean, we'll leave it kind of here and let you take a look at the yoke movements. But, you know, making sure that, yeah, we going on a visual, but it's also off our power and our speed, right, to get on down. And we use trim to help that all happen along with the power. And you need to keep power on down,
200.
you know, till about 20 or 10. And you'll start seeing us slightly pull back on the yoke, getting into the flare.
100.
We probably ballooned it just a bit more than what we wanted to, and we'll see that when we go outside.
30.
But it was smooth.
20.
30, 20, 10,
10.
and touchdown, baby. You know? And touchdown. I would have liked it to be a second sooner. And see, those are the type things that, you know, Chief is working on. But what I'm proud of is I got back up to the proper glide slope angle. It's tough to sit her down when you're coming in at that angle. Well, tougher than it would be if you just came in low with all reds, right? And then you just planned on crossing the threshold at 50 and sitting her on down. So we try and practice it to be more synonymous with, you know, a real world application. And the float, flare, on down, smooth touch. Oh my. So it's just a good day of flying. We have our good, we have our bad, you know, weather, and there's a bunch of other things that permit us to be able to do it and grease it out. You know, and proud that we were able to bring you guys another dynamite production. And really talk through a lot about how we do it in our psychology as we approach each landing. It's just like shooting a free throw. They're all the same. So it's just about the technique. You know, backgrounds may change, sceneries, environments may change. Nonetheless, it's a free throw. And so if we go about applying these things in life, man, I tell you, it'll make you such a better person all around. You'll be able to look at yourself in the mirror, add those improvements, work on things. It's the season for it, y'all. If you're anything like me, it's time to get it. And that's what let's get it means, man. Let's get it. No excuses. Whatever we want, our goals in life, those ambitions, aspirations, you know, we can do it, man. So dream big, baby. We got a lot of love for you, and we pulling for you. As with a lot of people that I bet you don't even know, pulling for you. So we love you, baby. And we will see y'all back here, same place, different time. We bringing a lot of new fresh content. We got 4 giveaways going on soon. Hit that like, hit that sub. We touch 670. We doing the giveaway, baby. We are doing the giveaway. We got NASA jackets, hoodies from different manufacturers came on in. We got 4 of them total. All to go for you, baby. Chief is feeling a little better, man. Got a lot of love for y'all. So, hey, man, take care of yourselves and one another. It's always our pleasure to spend this good time with you. We'll pull it back just a little bit more for the final outro. And Chief is out of here, baby. We will catch y'all later. Hey, if we feeling ever so inclined, we might be on tonight. If not, sounding a little better for tomorrow. The appearance is a little better for tomorrow. So, hey, baby, we out of here. Peace. Love. Major respect. Each and every last one of you. See ya.
Trust me that right now it's all that matters. No, no, nothing lasts forever. Is this just a winter's itch? I'm so rich.
I'm too blind to see an indifferent view. It's getting